So I had to come up with an idea to get this heavy ass tent off the top of my truck, because we were basically planning on leaving it up there all year long, because I mean, the two of us, like if there was two of me, it wouldn't be that big of a deal to take this thing off, but it is a big deal. And Catherine and I, we struggled doing this, and I had to come up with a solution. I saw everywhere on the internet, guys were building a frame like this, and then they would buy a winch, and then they'd like put the winch up here and chain the winch to that frame, slide the tent onto the frame, and then lower the frame down. I don't know. I feel like it was going to be a pain in the ass to mount the winch up there and all that. I didn't want to do that. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's a lot of weight to just be bouncing around on this. So anyway, I bought the lumber. I just got 2 10-foot 2x6s and 3 2-foot 2x4s. Screwed them together. I went to Harbor Freight and I bought this winch. It's a 2,000-pound winch. This thing was literally $55. It was nothing. I already have like this solar box that I have running off my solar panels, so I just have it mounted wired up to my solar battery, so that way I didn't have to screw around and run it out there or bring a battery in the bed of my truck. So you just hit this remote and it works just like that. Yeah, so then I have the cable running around to this snatch block. I put these hooks up there and I didn't realize they're not really big enough to go around the Yakima rack, but they're there. I mean, I guess just for reassurance. I literally just have a strap. There's just a strap right there holding the snatch block and holding that 2x4 to keep this thing, you know, where it needs to be. And I have it spaced out to go in between these rails, so that way the tent doesn't just slide off the 2x6s. And then I just have a strap wrapped around these two handles, and that's what the winch is going to. And then yeah, so I did this a few times already. There's definitely some finesse to it. You'll see in the video when you're putting the tent on, but taking it off is super easy. It's just a matter of you got to pick it up a little bit just to get it on the 2x6s, and then you just slide it out. Make sure you have enough slack in the winch there, and it'll just slide down. It's no big deal. And I got this dolly so I could just wheel it around and flip it up against the wall. No big deal. But yeah, sliding it up, I mean, it slides up, no problem, but it gets to a certain point. You want to wait until it's about like right at the teetering point and then help it down. In the video, I just let the thing just go whoop, and then it just slammed down on my truck. But I mean, who cares? Like, it's pretty robust. I feel like, did my rack slide down? Actually, I don't think so. But yeah, so anyway, that's it. Some improvements I want to make. I definitely want to put a bevel right here, because it's kind of, the wood's denting the bottom of this. I honestly don't care about that, but yeah, I'll make like I'll cut it a little bit just so that it's a little smoother and doesn't really destroy anything. Also, the Yakima racks, they make a bar that connects these two that just goes along the middle. I definitely want to get that, because I mean, this is like plenty strong, like it's barely flexing, but I just feel like I would like the added strength of the two racks rather than just that angle right there. but otherwise it works really good. It's working so good. So that's down. This is the first time, so I have no idea. So you gotta go a little slow once it gets to the top, but I think that's a success. I think that worked.